Hey everyone, welcome back to Me and MS. My name is Michael. It is time for an update on getting my big deal power wheelchair. So the last update I gave you all was in August when I went for the refitting and with the new vendor and all that and everything was on track. Then, then at that point it was on track. But yeah, we restarting the process and I was ready to go. I knew what the process was going to be this time. So first thing was first, I needed to arrange a new called face-to-face interview with your doctor to sign off that the chair was needed and all that good stuff. So my doctor was able to get me on the schedule for a really quick Zoom in the morning of, I think I did the fitting on a Friday, end of August, and saw them, it was like Monday morning at 8 a.m. and it was supposed to be a, quick thing and sign off. So I did that and, it all seemed to be, just needed to be signed off and the papers needed to be filed and things move forward. So, like I said, that was like maybe literally August 31st or something like that. So yeah, as far as I knew, they were going to get these in pretty quickly, but sometimes at that office, things seem to take a while. And I gave it a week, I gave it 2 weeks, fast forward, and the vendor was asking me as well. And I was just checking my emails, and apparently early October, I finally got like a response from that office that the doctor I met with had left and had not filed the paperwork before doing so. So yeah, we were back to even total ground zero. Incredibly frustrating. In the grand scheme of things, I'm not holding a personal grudge with this doctor. She was very stressed working, and she actually had MS herself and working in this office and needed to leave. So I was just caught in the paperwork of this office. But this was not the first time of something falling through the cracks with this office. And after being in Charleston and seeing them for 6 years, that was the final straw. I decided to then see a new neurologist in Charleston, which I did. I made an appointment with him. I think it must have been looking at my emails, trying to remember all this. We're now like at the end of October at this point. But I brought all the papers that needed to be signed and ordered for the vendor to file against insurance and get insurance approval and all that. And so we got those in pretty quickly. This office was actually pretty quick in returning all those. So everything was into UHC, I believe, like first week of November by this point. Just a reminder, this is November. This is, starting this process, I think it was March or April. So we are now 7 months in on this process. So after UHC reviewed everything for a couple weeks, I did finally get a email on November 21st that they had approved my chair. So finally, it seemed that I'm going to get this. So with all that said, also the process has been going because it's now December 20th and I still don't have it in my possession. But as an update to the rest of the process and how that went, there was still a quote of I'd probably owe, like $5,000 or something like that. So luckily, I just went online and looked for organizations that would provide you grants for mobility equipment and specifically for people with multiple sclerosis. So I checked the Multiple Sclerosis Society first, naturally. Honestly, I just thinking that they would at least be able to give me some resources. I wasn't expecting a direct donation. I wasn't sure how if they actually did that sort of thing. But they actually informed me I had $2,000 to use from them if needed. So $2,000 minus $5,000, and I also contacted MS Foundation, who gave me another $350. So chipping away at everything, and then the vendor, when we were talking about finally they need all this insurance approval and everything before they actually ordered the chair. They informed me that they actually had some internal grant program available from the manufacturer for the raising technology, which dropped everything down to my total out of pocket of $600, which is fine with me to go after all of this. But so yeah, like I said, we're at this December 20th, and folks, it's been going back and forth for a month of getting, well, A, the chair ordered, but B, making sure everyone was on board with funding. Someone else had left the MS Foundation, who I had been talking to about funding, so there was some more back and forth there. And the society, just everyone seemed to be confused of who had what money and where it was and all that. So I believe that's getting all straightened out, because I am scheduled to take delivery tomorrow afternoon of the new chair. So this is where I'll stop for now, and hopefully I'll be able to tag on some video of me actually in the chair tomorrow. But we'll see. The way things have gone, it's not a sure thing. So stay tuned. Well, I got it. Chair is finally here after 7 months of trying. It's now January 2nd. It did take delivery on it on, what was that, the 21st, but so I had like half a day, because then we got out of Dodge for the holidays, and I've now had it for a few days. Feels good to finally have. I will say I'm still getting adjusting my mindset to the optics of having a chair like this and the reality of it. For example, I don't know, this headrest to me just looks kind of medical. I don't know how I feel about it, if it's really necessary, so we'll figure all that out. But with that said, there are a lot of cool features. It's definitely a lot more comfortable sitting in something like this than my usual chair, with just a small pad and a smaller seat and hard back. Also, this makes it a lot easier to do a lot of things. The coolest feature is it raises me up. So I can now, make a cup of coffee or cook and do all that, sort of grab things from cabinets. It's a lot easier than standing up and keeping myself balanced and all that. So definitely a lot of useful features to it now. It also tilts back, which is kind of wild, and the footrest comes out, all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm still learning what it can and can't do and how to use it. The next big thing to do with it is get now a wheelchair van or SUV, so I can actually use this out. I am looking forward to going to concerts and using the raise feature and just towering over everyone, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, so finally all here and got it done, and thanks for sticking with me and watching, and here's on to 2023. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.